French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the New Orleans Saints. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. A good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He's past the 30. He will score.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Down will get 4 up to the 29.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the...
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
37-yard line.
Good for 10 yards, but it'll be 2nd down.
Ferguson there on the tackle. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 27-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Patrick Queen able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
You've been around me a long time now. You know on 2nd and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely 1st down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on 3rd. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the 1st. Option play, and Hill will keep it. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
29-yard line.
Sliding out of the pocket. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down at the
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Kaepernick now to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players, knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run forward with fullback Sherman. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the Ravens' 2-yard line.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And they will run it with Michel. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Sony Michel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Going to Stills, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Wentz now on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
48-yard line.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz past the 20. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. That one good for 37 yards.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Le'Veon Bell. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. And he'll give it here to his running back. Malik Harrison on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. Going up top for Miller. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
At the 34-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, But sometimes, and when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
A yard on the play. It's now 3rd down and 4.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 6-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have moved out in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss. It's that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. First play of the drive there is incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates.
Through opening, and there he goes. 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw, Kaepernick looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
35-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Wentz. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. He's got Watkins on the out route. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, it's Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Complete.
3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
Extra point.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
Good catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Popped in the air, intercepted. Picked off at the 47.
Intercepted by the Ravens. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Man open left side is Brown. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And we're going to get a timeout. with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll turn their power game to try to get in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. 30, the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
1st down, Baltimore.
Now Wentz. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Ravens.
Here's Wentz to throw, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't know.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His second touchdown of the night, and the Saints have moved out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Taken from about the 12. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's third down. On play action, Wentz. He's going deep for Brown. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
First and 10.
So now it's two straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their second pick on 2 drives.
You call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now second and 6 at the 25-yard line.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Kaepernick now on first down. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Second and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
44-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. He'll get this to his tight end, Trapper. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Second and 6.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Malik Harrison just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On second down, it's Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Third and inches.
They'll go again with Bell. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Back now here live in New Orleans.
28.
It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Brandon Cooks with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Sonny Michel with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints have moved out in front. Lutz good on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken from about the 12. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll try and run it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 51 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game at 42-all.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the Ravens' 26-yard line.
Now Kaepernick. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now this time, Kaepernick will throw. As he throws there, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Complete.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown.
Now, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Goal at the 5-yard line.
It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. Second and goal from the 6 this time.